So many people struggle with weight loss, and as a personal trainer, this is one of the most common goals that I see people come into the gym with, is trying to lose weight. And it's really common to see people fail. So today I want to touch on 3 of the most common reasons I see people not achieve their full potential when it comes to weight loss. And stay tuned all the way to the end because I'm going to give you a couple tips that will help you succeed with weight loss, so you don't want to miss that. So let's jump right into this. First is alcohol consumption. We all know that alcohol can be problematic on multiple levels. Now, I'm not someone that thinks you should completely cut something out of your diet, as long as you don't have a destructive relationship with said item, but this is why alcohol can be really problematic. First, it's just simply extra calories. And this is especially important for obviously those people trying to lose weight. You're not typically drinking 2 or 3 beers and saying that you feel full. And this extra calories are the same as if you simply had a candy bar, but at least that candy bar would make you feel at least somewhat full. And second is our body identifies alcohol as a poison, and it wants to break it down and get it out of our body quickly. Now, on a large scale, this essentially halts the digestion of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, so you're not breaking those down. So what happens to energy not being used? It's stored. And lastly, most people who've had a few drinks at the end of the night aren't going to have good snack choices and tend to lean towards things like ice cream or potato chips, so you can be a little bit smarter by drinking less throughout the week. Next on our list is sleep, and believe it or not, sleep can actually have a significant role on your ability to lose fat. When we lose weight, it's not uncommon to lose some amount of muscle mass as well. A study that looked at how sleep affects our ability to lose weight, fat, and muscle mass separated people into 2 groups. Both groups were in a moderate calorie deficit and had dramatically different sleep totals. One group got 8.5 hours of sleep a night, while the other group only got 5.5 hours of sleep a night. And each group lost roughly 3 kilograms regardless of the sleep group they were in. But the group that slept 8.5 hours a night lost 1.4 kilogram of fat, while the group that only slept 5.5 hours a night only lost 0.6 kilograms of fat. So for those trying to lose weight, making sure you're getting the appropriate amount of sleep will be a big deal. But these individuals in this study were not resistance training. Both of these groups lost a significant amount of muscle mass, so how do we stop that from happening? And this actually is part of our next tip, and that's resistance training. Resistance training could have helped the individuals in the previous study retain more muscle mass. In a 2021 systematic review that included over 149 studies on weight loss, stated that during diet-induced weight loss, resistance training is the most effective exercise modality to preserve lean body mass. Building muscle or preventing muscle mass loss should be part of everyone's weight loss journey. Now, this doesn't mean you need to do muscle ups, deadlifts, or dips. Doing appropriate exercises will still give you plenty of benefits that are within your respective fitness level. If you're just starting out, a simple box squat and some tricep extensions might be all you need. Now, before you head out, I want to touch on just a few quick tips, and I'm going to keep this pretty brief, on how you can succeed when it comes to weight loss. Now, so much of this really comes down to diet. Now, I don't recommend everyone counts their calories every day, but it's really good to get a general idea on how many calories you're consuming by logging it for a few days. Research has shown that some people can underestimate their calories by up to 50%. Now, this can totally sabotage your success with weight loss, so make sure you have a general idea on how many calories you're consuming. The second tip is energy density. Some foods are very dense and contain a lot of calories, but don't take up a lot of space, so you don't really feel satiated or full. Something like a donut is a perfect example. This donut on screen is probably 300 to 400 calories, whereas 2 rice cakes with peanut butter is around 150 to 200 calories. They take up roughly the same space, but one I would argue is a healthier alternative and less calories. And lastly, I touched on 2 tips that are diet related, and the third one is going to be diet and exercise related, and it's simplify everything. Diet and exercise seems really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Doing some basic exercise machines and having a basic diet that just increases fruits and vegetables and limits the total amount of food you're taking in can be a successful path to weight loss. So with all the noise that's out there, don't overthink it and keep it simple. If you guys enjoyed our video, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. You're a good baby? Yeah, it's a good little doggy. Did we do good? You only barked a couple times during the recording. Yeah, I see, that's good.